salad. Dive right in. Oh, yeah, it looks good on YouTube. Let's go. Three, two, one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back. We on some new technology. What up, Kick? What up, YouTube? What up, everybody in the Mo Sports world? We back once again. It is July 10th. And we talking some NBA Summer League drama. Some Victor Wembanyamas drama.
Wemby drama, Damian Lillard drama, as if it hasn't been exhausting enough the past however many years.
We have a bunch of rumors, a bunch of drama. We got Bud Earl. We got a lot of shit we gonna talk about.
Spence.
Yeah. We talking a lot. I'm with the gang, Matt G. I'm with Big Ed. You already know what time it is. And it's been a week since we've been on. Shout out to America. Like I said before, we took off for the 4th. But we here, we live. Yo, Kick. If you fucking with us, make sure you follow us.
Drop a
YouTube.
follow.
If you fucking with us, follow us. If you fucking with the new layout,
let us know.
Let us know, man. Hey, man, if you fucking with the new layout, let us know, man. We here and we're rocking, son. Let's get it.
All right, let's kick things off because today we obviously got the announcement after 2 games that Victor Wembanyamas is no longer going to be playing in the NBA Summer League. Now, first off, do we think that that's a good choice? Because I think clear cut, I don't even really know. Like, I would have understood if they just didn't play him in the Summer League at all. Am I the only one? Like, I wouldn't have been shocked if they came out off rip and were like, he's not playing Summer League.
I thought in general that was what was going to happen. I thought Victor wasn't playing any Summer League games. So when I heard that he was playing, I was confused in general.
I was confused but excited at the same time.
I was definitely excited. But you know what? He came out and he didn't have a good offensive performance the very first game. He went 2 for 13?
Yeah, he was forcing it noticeably, but you know, it happens. I mean, you got to let the game come to you. If anybody thought that Victor Wembanyamas was going to come out and just put up 30 points in his first game with, 12 blocks or 12 rebounds and 4 blocks, that's just not a realistic first game. Maybe game 2, but game 1, you can't go that route. So we knew, he said it, the game was a little fast for him. He had to adjust, but a guy like that, I'm not.
He said he really ain't know what he was doing, and you know what? That's what Summer League is for learning the NBA game. Even though you're not playing against real NBA players, the pace of the game is similar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The speed of the game is similar in the Summer League. But, he still had 5 blocks in that first game. He still had like 9 rebounds.
He got his game off in other departments.
Right,
rather
exactly.
than scoring. It just,
Yeah.
And honestly, a guy like that, yeah, he's got a fantastic offensive bag and he's very capable, but I feel like at the same time, we see him dish a lot. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if down the line the Spurs are winning and he isn't scoring like that. The same way we see Jokic, he's not most dangerous when he's scoring 50 points. He's most dangerous when he's getting 20 because he's putting up 15 and 12 on the other, side of the ball. So, I don't know. I think Wemby's he's going to take his time. Ed, I know you're going to hate, so go for it.
I'm not debating you guys with the Wemba thing, so I'm just going to wait till his NBA debut.
You don't think, first game, you were feeling it though. Like let's not act like it wasn't. You know, you were accepting flowers for Wembanyama being a bust after game 1.
Did I say he was a bust? I say he's not ready for the NBA. That's what I said.
I mean, I just don't
This
know.
motherfucker said bust. I don't want to hear it. The motherfucker said bust.
Right, you want to debate? I'm not debating this. Until he gets to the NBA, has an actual NBA game. He plays actual NBA players.
I don't know. I
Then
mean,
I'll say something.
This is NBA competition. Like,
No,
we
it's
can't
not,
sit and
bro.
act, bro. Like, it's
it's
good
not.
comp. It's good comp still. Like, Summer League is good
So
comp.
y'all don't see the problem in the first game when he was just getting thrown around?
No, his size is definitely an issue, but
Well, I've been
so is
saying,
it with
right?
it's a problem with a lot of these young guys. I mean, I said it about Amoni Bates as well, and guess what? He struggled.
All right.
So he needs a year or two.
Well-
Double R says. I mean, I'd probably say year 3 Wemby will be a beast. He was looking like Bambi out there falling over himself.
Well, we're talking about game 1, but last night, game 2, he came back out and got 27, 12, and 3 blocks. So, like,
That's why I said let's wait until he plays in the actual NBA game.
and you know what, Ed? I 100% agree with that. That's what I was saying after game 1. I said, good thing I don't care about what people do in Summer League. You know what I'm saying? But, you're right. We shouldn't be judging players on Summer League. We made the same mistake with Kevin Knox, right? Kevin Knox comes out game 1 in Summer League, puts up 35 fucking points.
I mean, even Quentin Grimes was the MVP of last Summer League, and then he had a lackluster year for 9 months out of it. So
it doesn't matter how good of a player or bad of a player even is during Summer League. We got to see what you're gonna do.
That first game just concerns me with his weight. That's it.
the thing about Wemby, and I saw somebody say it on Twitter, is that it's very concerning. It's almost like he doesn't understand his center of gravity being that big. He takes a lot of like fadeaways, puts himself off balance a lot, and not only do I think that could take a toll on his body physically, but I think he's also going to be putting himself in bad spots to, you know, like 1, hurt himself. 2, you're shooting bad shots. 3, you're going to force yourself into more turnovers. And somebody that is that lengthy obviously isn't the swiftest getting to the ball. So I don't know. He's going to.
It comes out that's all I was really seeing. I didn't really care that he shot 2 for 13. It was more of him just getting bodied. Like, I was just like, you can't be getting bodied because them centers are going to throw all his weight on him. You know what I'm saying?
And Blizzy says he's off balance in the post. That was the most concerning part. Like, in the post, backing somebody down, I mean, you're supposed to be the one
But I actually,
dominating. Like, I don't know.
I would say that game 1, yes, he was like a little like.
He was letting the waves take him, right? Like when you're
He was
in
a
the
little
ocean,
shook in game 1.
you're in the
But
ocean, you're
can't-
riding with the tide. Like that's almost what he was going with. He wasn't getting his game off. He was just
But-
going with the
But
pace.
game 2, he wasn't really in the post though.
No, that I would say the opposite. I would say in the end of game 2, he was like he figured out his post game at the end of game 2. Like they came back, they were down 10 points with like 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Or down like 15 points actually with 4 minutes left. He got in the game and he straight up took over the game.
Yeah.
He took over the game. He even got a 3 with a minute left to put them under down 1 point. But before that, he was in the paint with it. He was yamming on boys, put back dunks. He was dunking on heads, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I was
7'5".
good. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but he wasn't out bullying them in the post. He just has to get bigger. That's all I'm saying. That's all I've ever been saying about women. He just has to get bigger. He cannot chat. He has to get like.
No, he has to get stronger.
Yeah,
and that's
he
what
has to get bigger,
Wemby
too.
and that's what Wemby said. He's like, yo, I don't necessarily need to get bigger. I need to get stronger for the NBA. It's not really because he's not that like even he's 7'5", yes, but he's not skinny for a 7'5" guy.
No, he has
you
muscle
know what I'm
on
saying?
him.
He
has
has
a good-
actual
solid
muscle
frame.
on him.
No, he does.
No,
he
for
has
real.
muscle mass. In
Tell me a
comparison to
7'5"
Chet,
guy that has more weight than him.
Nah,
Because there is barely any 7'5" guys in the world.
I mean, even
So-
if,
Has
yeah.
more weight than him right now.
No,
Does he hit the
I
weight
would,
room?
for a
I don't
guy that
think-
is
I don't know about
7'5", Wembanyamas muscle mass is impressive. In
That's
comparison
muscle
to
mass
guys,
doesn't mean you're strong though, Matt. You can just look like you're strong.
Exactly.
yes,
So
but
that's why he needs to.
He has
get
the
stronger.
foundation. Now he just has to build on it. Right? Like he's definitely
So
not in
he
his
has to-
physical
so he has to
prime.
lift weights.
He has to
Get
hit the
stronger,
gym. Yeah. He
That's
does.
all I've been saying.
And
He has to get in the fucking weight room.
one thing that I think is getting overlooked a lot too is like, yeah, he could have looked lost out there game one, but are we forgetting he doesn't even have Coach Pop? And like one of the best coaches in NBA history is gonna be the one guiding him through year one. So why are we overreacting when he has an assistant coach, drawing the plays up right now?
Also, another factor in the summer league is that his teammates are dog shit.
Yeah,
It's the worst. It's the summer league of the worst team of the fucking league.
This is where I'm gonna
They
start
stink.
getting mad. This is where I'm gonna start getting mad. Y'all claiming he's the next LeBron, right? Should he just be taking over?
He did.
He didn't.
He did.
I can't go out and say that Wemby was
27-12. Yeah, y'all didn't watch the end of the game.
Yes,
I know y'all didn't watch. You didn't watch.
the game,
You didn't watch the
Warren.
game. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Malachi Brown has been
No, you
getting his game off for the Spurs as well. He didn't have a great game too, but game one he put up, I believe, 26 or so points. I think even more actually, and that was pretty impressive. So
at the end of the day, summer league.
it's summer league.
We're gonna see this NBA debut, what he does against actual top talent in the NBA.
We definitely will, and we're going to see probably by All-Star break how that wear and tear is going to last.
It's gonna be 1 or 2 years.
So, is there like any players that has impressed you so far in these first two summer league games?
Why the fuck is Keegan Murray in the fucking summer league?
Wait, he's only in year 2 though.
He is in year
Started
2,
7,
but
8 games last year.
exactly.
Bro's solid. I can't disrespect him, but
Scored
If
like
you
40
start,
something.
if you start the majority of your team's games as a rookie, you shouldn't be playing in summer league the next year. And that's why he's running it up, getting 40 and 12, because he understands the NBA game.
I did call it though. I did, but like you're saying, he's already been playing
what?
on it. I said,
I mean, it's not hard to
year
call.
Year 2 Keegan Murray. They said on Twitter, who are you most
Says who-
excited for on the Kings Summer League team? And I said Keegan Murray easily.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
we already knew he was nice last year.
No, he was. He was he's 4 threes a game. Nice.
I would say Jabari Smith.
Jamari Smith
He's like that.
has started pretty well in the summer league.
Definitely. I'd say the opposite end of things, what we expected from Brandon Miller. Everybody knew Brandon Miller wasn't great.
He doesn't know defensive basketball at all.
He stinks, bro.
hack.
Yeah, he's really
15 fouls within 2 games.
within 2 games.
I
Yeah,
didn't even know they got 10 fucking fouls.
and he shot
until-
2 for 13. That's supposed to be the one thing you're actually solid at. I don't understand.
I don't know. This Scoot got hurt, but Scoot was playing very well.
He was
got hurt.
5 for 5,
Yeah,
right?
He was hooping.
He was
Yeah.
I don't
hooping.
think he's
We
even
knew
hurt.
that, though.
I just think
it's
they're just going, all right, you're done.
same thing with Amon Thompson too.
Yeah.
Same thing with him.
That dude, who's that dude from the Warriors? He's impressed me. Lester or something.
I don't know.
He's like a guard. He's been.
Oh, Andy
Yeah.
talked about him.
Yeah,
Andy,
he's
drop
nice.
a comment if you're still listening of who that is. But nah, there's been a couple solid guys in the summer league. The thing about summer league is that you'll have a solid 3 minutes and then you're instantly getting pulled. Just that's the way it is. They're not gonna ride the hot hand in summer league. It's just everybody's got to get their burn. So sometimes it's hard to make out a guy getting their game off unless they have a crazy run within that stretch.
I agree. Damn, who's gonna win the summer league? So obviously they shut down Victor Wembanyamas for the rest of the summer league, which I surprised they didn't do it after game one, honestly. But he had to get his lick back and get low. You know what I'm saying? He was unimpressive game one. He had to show him that he's capable of getting these buckets. Mm-hmm. And now they're like, all right, it's time to shut him down. And honestly, they were probably, the NBA probably forced the Spurs to have Victor play the first 2 games, because you notice how they shut him down after the Blazers game, right?
Oh yeah.
That was supposed to be the marquee matchup, Scoot
Of the
first.
summer league,
yeah.
with the whole that was the big debut of the bubble, the MSG bubble 2.0 too.
Yeah,
within
yeah,
that same few days, they were trying to ride all the momentum of all of that for sure. So that kind of got spoiled, and I know Adam Silver's probably a little bit sick about it.
Yeah. So once both Scoot and Victor was shut down,
It was a GG's.
That was.
I turned off the
I will not be watching the rest of summer league. Probably.
I will not be in attendance. Thank you
I
very
will
much.
not be watching.
What I will be in attendance for is the hopefully the downfall of Damian Lillard, because he is accepting nowhere but Miami right now, and he's telling his agent is out here telling teams, if you trade for Damian Lillard, he will not be playing and will not be reporting to camp come training time. So, I mean, that's just disgusting. Is that disgusting to anyone else? Like,
I don't really care.
It's just all love and art is war. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like, yo, you went on this whole thing about how you were loyal. You stayed loyal for so many years. And now it's like, I'm only going to go to the team that was just in the NBA Finals.
Miami doesn't have anything anyway, so he just has to get over it, in my opinion.
Does he ultimately end up there, do you think? Like, is that it? You think he stays?
The Blazers don't give a it's a business at the end of the day. They need to get something back for Dame. Fucking Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and a couple picks is not going to get...
That's ass.
It's not going to get Dame Lillard.
Well, here's the thing. The only way Miami's going to be able to get Dame to Miami is if there's a third team involved. That's the only way. Miami has no trade leverage to get a straight up swap of Duncan, Hero, and 2 first rounders.
They're trying to
That's not
shit
happening,
on a plate,
bro.
feed
That's
it to
not
him.
fucking happening, Pat Riley. All right. So you're going to have to get the Nets involved. You're going to have to get somebody else involved that's willing to take Tyler Hero. Because at the end of the day, the Blazers don't want 2 young guards. They already have that.
Nah, yeah.
They already have that in Scoots and Anthony Simons.
And they said they don't
So
even...
why would they need Hero for?
They don't even value Tyler Hero in a trade for Dame. They said if they were
don't
to
want
get
him.
Dame, they were trying to move, or if they were to get Tyler, they're trying to move him off to a third team instantly. Like, they don't want any part of a Scoot and Tyler Hero backcourt with Anthony Simons. That's disgusting.
Yeah, so Damian Lillard pisses me off because, like, he finally requests a trade, but he requests a trade to the hardest team to get to. A team that already was just in the NBA Finals, a team that can only offer guards to the Blazers.
It's hard. It's hard to root for Dame right now. Is it not, as a fan?
If he goes to Miami, I'm clearly not rooting for him.
No, but I mean just him as like a player right now. Like, it's just like
him as a player.
I loved Dame. When he was going crazy.
You're asking the wrong dude. I think he's overrated. I've been saying this for years. Corey's heard me say this over and over for years. He's whatever. He hasn't won anything. He came up with Dame time, I guess, and tapped his wrist. I guess that's the cool thing that he did for the league.
Nah, legit. But I mean, seriously though, he hit that step back over PG.
I guess
that was legit it though. Like, that's all he has, and like he was likable. Right? Yeah, he was likable. Cool. He grew his beard a little bit. You know, you remember that meme? Like he won a 3-point contest. So I think good for him in that sense. But no, I totally I don't know. I loved Dame as a player. And I thought he could contribute maybe to a winning team. But just hearing like the type of shit he's on, like he was interested in the Warriors too before the Chris Paul deal. Like
he even said he was interested in the Nets, like in a couple interviews like a couple months ago. And now it's like, no, only fucking Miami.
Yeah.
But the GM of the Blazers like, look, if this shit takes months, so fucking be it.
Yeah. They're in no rush.
They're not in a rush. I wouldn't even play Damian Lillard if he stays until they trade him, type shit. That's the shit I'm on. I'm not about to take reps away from Scoot for this motherfucker. Yeah. No.
For the guy who doesn't want to be here.
No, absolutely the fuck not. So, I mean, I don't know. Something's got to give. Something's got to give, and they're playing a war. They're playing and it's at a stale match right now between the Blazers and Damian Lillard. Somebody's going to have to compromise somewhere.
He's a modern day Melo as a player. To me.
Dame?
Yeah.
That's kind of disrespectful to... Oh.
How?
It's kind of disrespectful to Carmelo Anthony.
How?
I don't know. I'm taking all-time Melo.
Money.
Yeah, but no as well. Because the Knicks...
Player-wise.
Yeah, because the Knicks could have just waited until free agency.
Something's got to change with the CBA to where these players are purposely taking their max contracts with their teams, knowing they're not going to stay with that team,
and just
forcing their way out with the max contract, because they know if they walk from free agency to free agency, they're not going to be able to get that super max.
Yeah,
like
their original team can give.
For example, Jaylen Brown, right? Jaylen Brown. We know damn well Jaylen Brown don't want to stay with the Celtics.
Signs the super,
but he signs a supermax this year, because if he were to walk at the end of this year and go to a Knick or anywhere else,
wherever, yeah,
he's gonna lose $40 million because of it.
No, yeah.
Something has to change with that. Something has to fucking change, because I'm sick of Donovan Mitchell,
Bradley Beal,
Devin Booker, all these guys that don't want to fucking stay with their teams, signing these supermax contracts, making it damn near impossible
to move them.
You know,
and then they want to sit here and complain when they're not getting to the city that they handpick. I mean, you have Harden, Kyrie, and KD with, what was it, 8 trade requests in the past 3 years?
It's ridiculous.
That's gross.
Something has to give. It's annoying. Like, I like the movement. It's fun for a couple weeks in the offseason. It makes it interesting, but like, that shit is corny, bro.
Yeah, it's not it.
And you notice it's only with the old stars. Like, it's the older stars, like the stars
that are in the second half of their career.
Yeah, it's not the young guys that are doing it.
Yeah, until Giannis comes to the Knicks.
No, brother. We'll see. But yeah, something's got to give with that for sure.
So what do we think now, free agency wise? Fred VanVleet today inked a deal with the Rockets. That's a 3-year, $148 million deal. God damn.
She's not worth that.
Oh, well, definitely not.
Is that going to be a ski mask Hall of Fame by the end of that
so.
contract? Or?
I think so. It's a team option in year 3, though, so I doubt they pick him up in year 3.
Game 40, done for the season.
I don't think he's a guy that's going to get injured like that. It's just like, yo, you signed a guy that has never had a true shooting percentage above 30%.
Okay, man. It's
and you have
piss poor franchises.
Yeah, and you have Amon Thompson. You have obviously Jalen Green,
How many
KPJ.
guards do they have?
They have like 6, bro. They got rid of Josh Christopher after the whole Jalen Green incident.
Dylan Brooks is a small forward.
Dylan Brooks is a small forward, but he's another guy that likes to play point forward, even though he sucks. Like, and what do we think about Dylan Brooks saying that the opposing teams think about him before the games? Like, what?
He's just trolling now.
He's ridiculous. He's insane.
I guess it's a good pickup for them defense-wise, but other than that,
Double R says they had to pay somebody with all those rookies. Yeah, I just don't know if Freddie VanVleet, the guy that's a 0-time All-Star, averaging 19 points per game, giving him $50 million, I don't know if that's the move.
That ring holds value though.
Well, here's the thing, man. This offseason, we've seen a lot of like wild contracts go to players. Like, we're seeing this every year, right? Where these okay players are getting $100 million plus contracts. I mean, the new CBA is about to come out, and the new cap space is going to come out next year, and these contracts are going to look like nothing.
Yeah, and then
you know what I'm saying?
We're still going to be just incredibly grateful Knicks fans for having Jalen Brunson at $26 million. That's going to be the day when everybody's handing out, $35-40 million to mid players, and we're just sitting here with a descending contract of Brunson and Randall. That'll be special. That will be very special.
That'll be nice. But what was the most, like, besides VanVleet, what were the other contracts?
I loved, me and Andy said it, a very, very good addition for Phoenix. Was them getting Yuta Watanabe as a bench piece because they really need some depth. And honestly, he's nice. I'm a big fan of Yuta Watanabe. I really like watching his game. He reminds me and it's in his play style of like when Jeremy Lin was with the Knicks, and he has that same type of jump shot. He gets up high off the ground. He has that high release. Like, it's sweet. It's sweet.
Today, or last night actually, the Sixers matched the
B-ball
offer sheet on Paul Reed. Yep, 3 years, $23 million.
Mm-hmm. I mean, another deal if we want to talk about it. Tyrese Halliburton getting 5 years, $260 million supermax with the Pacers. I mean, first off, I have to address this. If you are an NBA fan out there, and I'm looking dead into the camera as I say this, and you legitimately think Tyrese Halliburton is a better basketball player than Jalen Brunson, you need to go look yourself in the mirror and honk your nose a few times. Because that is horrible, bro. That is horrible. Tyrese Halliburton is giving you empty double-doubles. That's it.
Empty double-doubles.
That's it, bro. He stinks. He legitimately is not good, bro. He's all right. But Jalen Brunson clears him in every aspect of the game. Every single one.
Do I think Brunson is better? Yes.
He's a better scorer than him. That's what you can say.
He's a better scorer.
He's not a better passer than him.
Bro, the only thing Halliburton has is his facilitation. That's it,
what a
bro.
point guard does, doesn't he?
He's not a point guard. He's a combo guard, and he averages about 5
guard.
turnovers a game as well.
He's a point guard.
Okay, and he's a shot chucker too. He has no efficiency.
Who else is give the ball to, buddy? Fucking hell.
Bro. So we're just making excuses now for him? So that's just okay for him to just, like, I don't know, bro. If you want to go rot in Indiana, that's cool, but I'm not going to sit here and...
21 and 10 last
Well, let's talk about Indiana real quick, because they're trying to make a little bit of move here. They picked up Obi Toppin for a bag of chips from the Knicks. What other moves did they make? They made a couple. Who did they draft? They got they don't have they didn't get Koulibaly. They got somebody else.
No, I couldn't tell you who the Pacers are drafting, but I don't know, man. I'm just not. I think social media has hyped up Tyrese Halliburton to a degree that is just getting disgusting. It's really insane to me that people think that guy is better than somebody who is a solidified playoff.
He's not better than Jalen Brunson, but he's not. I wouldn't say overrated either. I think he's actually a really good young point guard.
Solid. Period. That's it.
I think he's a great point guard, but like he's not Jalen Brunson.
Not
Jalen Brunson. He's not. He's simply not.
But all Jalen Brunson does is score better than him.
Jalen Brunson just busted Donovan Mitchell's ass in the playoffs 2 years in a row, bro.
That's the only thing you've been talking about him when it comes to
okay, and so what has Tyrese Halliburton done in the league?
That's your favorite shit to say. Ed, is what has he done?
Yeah, what has Tyrese Halliburton
Tyrese hasn't done shit.
Just a bunch of empty fucking double-doubles, like I
Played
said.
on dog shit teams.
Empty.
Because his team doesn't do anything. He doesn't win the games in which... Hey, even when he was with Sacramento, bro, notice how they got rid of him, and everybody thought it was a bad move, and here they are, even better, bro. Here they are, even better.
Who was on Sacramento?
Domantas Sabonis was not on Sacramento at the time, but you have Harrison Barnes, you have Rashawn Holmes...
Harrison Barnes!
And De'Aaron Fox. With Malik Monk, that is an... hey, you were able to plug Sabonis in there, and all of a sudden, they're a playoff 3 seed. You could plug in Sabonis and they're a 3 seed, but Tyrese Halliburton, the almighty, those big double-doubles, you put him there and he sucks. He sucks.
What a shitty team.
20 and 10, no, he's giving you like 17, maybe 9 and like 8.
Look, I don't know. The Kings are looking pretty good in that trade. I thought the Kings were fucking idiots for trading Halliburton and sticking with...
Fox.
No, sticking with Davion Mitchell.
Oh, yeah, that too. I didn't even think about that.
They chose Davion Mitchell
over Halliburton. And it looks like the move.
And the Kings looked a lot fucking better without him. But, like, that was the Kings' poverty-ass fault for drafting a point guard 3 years in a row. Well, not 3 years in a row, but already having De'Aaron Fox and then drafting Halliburton and then the next year drafting Davion Mitchell. Yeah. That was their poverty fault. I do think if they would have kept Halliburton and shipped Davion, they still would have been pretty fucking good. But I don't know. I felt like Tyrese Halliburton was taking a lot of volume away from De'Aaron Fox.
I agree.
And that's why they had to choose up between Fox and Halliburton.
Yep. Yeah, because Halliburton, he's taking your volume, right? And then guess what? It's resulting in not wins. So, you switch hands of who you're giving the volume to, and all of a sudden you're winning basketball games.
I've always talked about how much volume you get on certain NBA teams determine
your success.
How good and how glazed you are in the media. For example, Mikal Bridges. He has had a 2 game sample size with the Nets with all the volume in the fucking world. Nobody else on the Nets is good enough to even put up 20 points a game. What, Seth Curry is the second best scoring option on that team?
And now all of a sudden,
now Nets fans are saying he's the best basketball player in New York.
Yeah.
Please shut the fuck up, okay? People are saying I'm taking Mikal Bridges over Jalen Brunson. Please shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. Oh, what kind of sample sizes does Jalen Brunson have? Ooh, motherfucking
2 playoff series and
2 playoffs and a whole year of fucking rocking, fucking rolling. When Mikal Bridges was on the motherfucking Suns and he was the 4th scoring option,
he was a 3-and-D player.
He was a role player. Now, you take that player.
Wasn't Brunson a role player on the?
Yeah.
Yeah, so and guess what? Luka's out. Luka's out, and he steps up and puts up 42 points in the playoffs on Donovan Mitchell's head once again. You know,
You keep saying this Donovan Mitchell
because Donovan Mitchell's touted as this crazy good top 15 player in the NBA, and here we are. Like, is that your king when Jalen Brunson is putting up consistent 40 pieces on his dome? He is.
Mitchell still is.
Well, Jalen Brunson is legitimately better.
What?
At the game of basketball.
How? In what sense?
In what sense? His scoring is better. His defense is better. His efficiency is better. He just won now 2 playoff series against him. I mean, is there any case for Donovan Mitchell being better than Jalen Brunson at all?
Yo, you're a fanatic.
What is it?
You're a fanatic.
What's the case for? What's the case for him?
You're a fanatic. He's a better scorer than Jalen Brunson.
Is he though? Because he
yes.
Okay.
What are you talking about? Yes.
Then pull up their matchup.
Like, what are you talking about?
Bro, head to head, he isn't though. Head to head, he statistically isn't. Right. So if you're scoring less than somebody against that,
so since we're doing statistics, then Tyrese Halliburton's a better point guard than fucking Jalen Brunson.
We're talking wins. Wins matter too. These have to translate to your team winning games.
Players, Matt. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson is clearly better than Donovan Mitchell and Tyrese Halliburton and Mikal Bridges. We could go that route too. Like the disrespect is crazy. You want to put a guy with a 22-game sample size. You want to put a guy that hasn't won anything and a guy that lost 2 playoff series to him over Jalen Brunson. There's no case for any of those guys.
Donovan Mitchell's been winning since he's been in the league. So what are we talking?
He's been winning.
Yes. He has it?
He's 0-2 against Brunson in the playoffs.
He's not much of a playoff.
Oh my goodness!
He's had one good playoff run in the bubble. I'm pretty sure that was about it.
One series. That was it. Their first series, and then they lose. That was it.
They haven't had much success in Utah with him.
But we'll spin off of it. I want to just give a quick shout out to Asbury Park's very own Naz Reid. $42 million over 3 years with the T-Wolves. That's fire. That's fire. And he got a shout out on Jeopardy. I'm sure you guys saw that. That was pretty cool as well.
Yes, he did. Yeah, I saw that.
That was really sweet.
Shout out to my guy.
One thing though, I mean, like I love that he got that bag, but you're now paying $138 million just next year to your centers. Centers, power forwards. You know, Cat, Rudy Gobert, Naz Reid.
They anticipate they're gonna trade Cat. Cat's out of there. I don't know where he's going, but he's out of there. Here's another head scratcher for me for free agency. Atlanta Hawks sign a 4-year, $120 million contract to Dejounte Murray. I just don't understand after seeing what happened with Atlanta this year, after adding Dejounte Murray.
That was their first year together.
But now, but like this,
and it might be their last.
Yeah, it seems like you're clearly looking to build around him, and you're okay with moving off of Trey, or you would rather move off of Trey than move off of Murray.
That's the reason why they traded Collins.
What's that reason?
Bro, they want Trey and fucking Dejounte Murray to work.
So we're just gonna keep feeding them money and forcing them volume until it works. Like
it's the first fucking year they played with each other, Matt. What are you talking about?
It wasn't good. By any means. I mean, the expectations were a lot more than what were they, a 9 seed, right? They were even like they looked okay against Boston in the playoffs. Like I'll give them that, but even then, it wasn't a product of Trey and Dejounte just going at it and the way that they thought they would.
So first year together, they're supposed to just have the chemistry off the rip. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Like 2 all-stars. You probably should.
By the end of the year, yes.
You should be able to figure it out.
Yes, actually, yes.
Yeah, you fire
by the end of the year,
yes. You should be able to figure it out. How many years are we going to give them of just like
2?
Because if Jalen Brunson came out and stunk last year, you would have been all over him by game 15. But here we are. Dejounte Murray gets a whole year. But Dejounte could get a whole year of buffering. Everyone, when he went to the Spurs, everyone was like, "Oh my God, the Knicks just missed out on Dejounte Murray. No way. The Knicks should have gave up 5 picks. Never. Wasn't giving up. No, because guess what? They are who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were. He sucks. He sucks. He sucks. They're a 9 seed for a reason.
Dejounte Murray sucks now.
Yeah, he's ass. There's a reason that they had a bad year.
He had a bad year. He had a bad year, so he sucks now.
He's bad.
I don't know about sucks, but he has a bad year. He's definitely had a bad year.
Knicks fanatics. That's what I'm talking to.
Cat should probably come to the Knicks. I'm okay, bro. I'm good.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Let's talk about bag fumbling. Miles Bridges signed a $7.9 million deal just for next season. Bro could have easily gotten about 25 to 30 probably if he just simply kept his hands to himself. So that's a tough break there. Another one, Russell Westbrook agrees to a 2-year, $8 million contract to stay with the Clippers. I think that's honestly a bargain for a guy that could give you a little points off the bench. I think $4 million.
No, that's a good deal.
That's a good deal.
That's a good deal. I feel like that's fair. Like a lot of the reason why I didn't like Russell Westbrook was because he was getting max money.
Yeah.
While stinking it the fuck up.
Yeah. There's no expectations now. The guy's
now
getting $4 million.
He's getting a fucking veteran min damn near, and now that's worth like his style of play and the way he plays off the bench for the Clippers. That's worth $4 million. I'll take that for $4 million a year.
Yeah.
Fucking right, I would. But
another guy that just signed a contract, Reggie Jackson agrees to 2 years, $10.25 million deal to stay with the Denver Nuggets. And on the other side of that debate that we had, John Wall is working out for several teams and contemplating
Reggie
retirement.
Jackson sucks, bro. I don't care what you say.
Hey, he's locked in for 2 more years.
so what's going on, Ed, with Mr. Wall? Because you were his number one fan this time last year.
Hey man, didn't work out.
Didn't work out. Okay.
Hate to say it.
So is he washed now?
Yeah.
All right. What about what was the other contract that you said before Russell Westbrook? I wanted to speak on that.
Oh, who was it I just talked about? Was Miles Bridges.
Oh, Miles Bridges, right. So Miles Bridges, yeah, he's only signed a 1-year, $7 million contract with Charlotte, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Charlotte's about to turn up this year, watch.
They might be solid. I mean, they gave LaMelo.
Watch where they were last year. Watch where they where they were like 2 years ago. Last year they were dog shit, right?
Yeah.
But the year before that,
They were
what? They were what? 7 seed? 6 seed?
Yeah, but they had that 2 or 3 years in a row where they finished 42 and 42.
Right.
They were always just mid.
This year,
They might be able to get past mid.
Yeah,
they can make the playoffs this year. Watch. With Bridges,
I like Bridges. I think he's solid.
Brandon Miller edition, know. Hey, look, he's not going to be the number one guy. It's LaMelo Ball. Like, Brandon Miller doesn't have to go fucking crazy for them to make the playoffs, is what I'm trying to say.
If I'm LaMelo Ball, I'm making Miles Bridges the number one guy. Just have me.
Well, that's what was working for them when he was his number one guy.
And he just facilitates.
Yeah.
LaMelo Ball owning $250 million is a crazy thought. I can't even lie.
It's a fair investment.
I think
it's a franchise guy.
No, yeah, but I mean, it's crazy in the sense that, like, I remember when this guy was, like, in middle school and Lonzo was getting his highlight tapes, like, freshman year, and they were like, oh, the youngest Ball brother, and he was literally, like, 10. And now this kid has literally $250 million in his bank account. That's just crazy to me.
Not good for him. Shout out to all the Balls, man.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, brother.
Gabe Vincent, 3 years, $33 million contract with the Lakers. I mean, do we think that
that's a good pickup.
We think that he's going to live up to being an $11 million a year player?
Yeah.
It wasn't just the playoffs that he had we think that he could actually produce.
He played good all year.
I've liked the Lakers off season so far. They haven't picked up any like players that I'm like. Sure. No, I'm like, oh my god, why do they just do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all been solid pickups.
Yeah,
so
they're kind of strapped. So
yeah, they're not. I don't think the NBA is going to let them loophole again.
No.
For the 5th year straight.
Nope.
So. They got a deeper bench. They picked up Prince.
They picked up Cam Reddish.
Yo, Cam Reddish is a solid pickup, bro.
We don't know what Cam Reddish can do because
I'm not
fucking let him play.
No, he did. He started, bro. He started.
Got 20 points in that one game.
No, bro. It's hard to explain because I know you don't watch the game, the Knicks games. That he started a good half of the season, bro, over Grimes, and he was not good. Defensively, he didn't want to put in the effort. That's Cam Reddish's problem. He's talented, bro. He doesn't want to put in the effort. He gets lazy.
It's the effort.
He doesn't close out. He doesn't rotate. And when you're on a team that has Tom Thibodeau as the head coach, like that's going to earn you more minutes than getting buckets.
And then let me talk about Obi Toppin with Tom Thibodeau as well. Yes, Obi didn't get enough minutes as he should, but I'm going to tell you why he didn't get the minutes that he was supposed to get. Because he can't play fucking defense. You cannot play fucking defense, Obi Toppin. All these Knicks fans fucking crying their fucking eyes out because he only's getting 10 minutes a game.
Or rebounds, honestly.
If you can't fucking play defense...
Wasn't that Shaw, though?
Huh?
Y'all was the ones.
I'm never crying over Obi Toppin.
Crying over Obi Toppin not starting.
No, I never
Not
was
starting over Randall.
I had when they said
Okay.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I said, bro, because you love to put words in my mouth.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. The one time Randall had to sit,
Yo, I'm so petty.
I said Obi Toppin redemption game. And now, ever since then, I've been mad at Obi.
Legacy.
Bro. Yeah.
You said Obi was the future.
Yeah, I was fucking playing around and kidding, bro.
Yo.
Nah, truthfully, I think Obi's gonna have a good spot in Indiana, and I
don't know. They're
Obi,
about to. So
Obi was a good young piece on the Knicks, but when you draft a guy behind somebody who's already all NBA, like he was never put in a position for success. And Obi Toppin, the ultimate downfall of him was that he couldn't rebound or play defense in the way that Tom Thibodeau expects a power forward to. His run and gun play style is awesome in the new age NBA, but it was never going to work out with Tibbs. Like it just wasn't.
Talking, bro.
I loved Obi.
Forgetful to what y'all be saying. I'm not arguing.
I loved Obi, bro. I'm gonna miss Obi. It was a bad move.
Later.
Pull it up.
I'm gonna put y'all on blast.
Pull it up.
It's that simple.
Pull it up.
It was a bad move. Ultimately,
pull it up.
for what they got rid of him for, it was a bad move. I'm not a fan of it. I really don't like
Also,
2 back-end seconds.
The Pacers are about to trade for Pascal Siakam. So if that happens, Obi's gonna be stuck behind Pascal Siakam, and then he's really just fucked.
Yeah.
After that. So.
Who's after 3?
Huh?
Who's after 3?
Hield, I guess.
Yeah.
Comes off the bench.
Mathurin, maybe.
Yeah, Mathurin maybe.
Mathurin.
No, Obi will come off the bench, but it's like Obi. I loved
Obi
Obi.
will probably start.
Obi's not starting if they get Pascal Siakam.
Not with
That shit's
Obi,
a wrap.
Miles Turner. Yeah, you can't do that. But I mean, I like Obi. He did evolve his shooting game a little bit since he's came into the league. He's definitely shot the 3-ball better, but that's the only aspect of his game that grew.
3-ball is fucking is not even consistent either. Like it's like
that's what I mean. It's tough. It's tough to like justify. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna miss him in New York, but I understand the move.
Exactly. I'm sad that it happened the way it happened, but it is what it is, you know. And the Knicks got Jacob Toppin to replace him. So
yeah, that is true. That is true.
That's nasty work. All right, we got your little brother, so we're gonna fucking trade you for a bag of chips now.
Yeah, that is crazy. That's crazy.
All right. Anything else in free agency that happened?
A lot of role players. A lot of role players staying. Not much. Anything that's really too nuts. I guess if we want to talk Grant Williams going to Dallas, that'll be a good pickup for them. 4 years, $54 million sign and trade. A little much for Grant, but I mean I don't hate it overall.
Sucks.
What's it called? Chris Duarte, speaking of the Pacers, went to
The Kings, right?
went to the Kings. That could be a very good pickup for the Kings.
I wasn't huge on Duarte.
I wasn't really either. Oh, you know what is a fucking head scratcher? Matisse Thybulle. 3 years, $33 million offer sheet at that.
Yeah.
2 teams wanted him at that price. I feel like he's a very overrated player. And he's very one-dimensional. They say he's a great defensive player, yes, and he is good at defense, but he can't do shit other than that.
Ben Simmons on the other side.
He
passing.
has no offense. And his defense is not as good as advertised, in my opinion.
Double R says Austin Reeves took a discount. I think there was nobody that was ever going to pay Austin Reeves anything close to $20 million. I can't lie to you. They're the only people that ever could have thought that was maybe the people that fall for the Lakers mainstream media bias. But he was another victim of the THT Caruso hype up, all that type of stuff.
So why would he get that if they got it?
Because people, third time around, I would hope some teams are able and competent enough to realize that this guy actually isn't that great and it's just the Lakers media bias that's hyping him up. And they did. So he had to stay with LA.
So Grant Williams, this is a pickup I like for the Mavs. Grant Williams.
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years, $53 million sign and trade to the Mavs.
Gonna be a good locker room addition.
That's a good guy for the Mavs organization. They need a hard-nosed 4/5 that can just fucking get down and do some dirty work, And they got that in Grant Williams. So I like that pickup for Dallas. Anything else?
Jeff Green gets another 1 year deal. $6 million with the Rockets. That'll be.
When will he retire? Never.
He's always going to get one. He's a journeyman.
He's trying to play until he's like 50, I think he said.
Good luck to him.
Yeah.
Eric Gordon to the Suns.
Another good depth piece.
That's a great bench guy, I guess, for Phoenix.
Definitely. He could give you some 3 balls off the bench, for sure. For sure. I don't care how old he is. He still can shoot the ball. No doubt. No doubt.
Patty Mills.
Rockets.
To Atlanta, right?
No, to the Rockets.
To the
Rockets.
I thought he was too, but I think he's on the Thunder.
Ugh. Pretty sure he's to the Rockets.
Christian Wood has
I thought he was on the Rockets too. Huh?
Christian Wood, Double R mentioned. Yeah, he has no market because the guy wants like $16-18 million.
Yeah, he wants all the money in the world, and he's not that guy.
Yeah.
He had his chance to be that guy in Dallas. He had a perfect opportunity to be that guy in Dallas. And when Dwight Powell steals your fucking spot, you're not worth even $7 million a year. If players like Maxi Kleber and fucking Dwight Powell are taking your fucking minutes.
Yeah, no, pack it in.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Pack it in, brother.
Pack it the fuck up. But let's move on. Let's move on to
some boxing.
Some boxing. Earl Spence. Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford. Man, they had their weigh-in, I'm pretty sure. And what do you think about this fight, Ed? What do you think is gonna happen? What do you think?
Gonna beat the shit out of him.
Spence?
Crawford's too small.
So
straight like that. I like Bud, but Spence is just different, bro.
Yo, Spence is in Crawford's head too, because
he's gonna break that
at their weigh-in, they said something about hot sauce in the weigh-in. Like, oh, get your hot sauce or some shit, whatever. Cause it's about to get saucy, whatever. And Earl, and they're next to each other going like this, taking pictures.
Yeah.
And Earl's like, man, Bud don't even like hot sauce for real. And Bud was like, how the fuck do you know that?
Oh, actually?
He doesn't know. He don't fuck with hot sauce, but nobody knew that except for Earl Spence.
So now he's thinking like, yo, my camp has a rat.
So then they cut back to Crawford after the weigh-in, like in the documentary. And he's like, and they're eating, and you're like, bro, how the fuck does Earl know that I don't like hot sauce? How the fuck? Like, he was bugging about that shit. Like, he's like, how the fuck does he know? Like, he was saying that shit as a joke, but that's a problem if he knows that I don't fucking eat hot sauce.
Yeah.
And something as minuscule as that, though,
it's telling.
It's very telling. One, that fucked with his head. Two, he knows somebody on his team is fucking ratting, bro.
Yeah.
Because we just saw that Ryan Garcia fight with Tank.
Yep.
And somebody ratted out of Garcia's camp and said that he had a weak rib area at the time, and he hit him dead smack in that spot, and that was it. Damn. And then you don't see nobody at Golden Boy at his press conference after, yada yada yada. So listen, man.
Interesting.
I like Earl Spence. I like Earl Spence. Just off of that alone. Just off of that alone.
I don't know. What day is that?
That's 29th of July.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
We're getting closer. Double R asks, who is your home run derby picks? Yeah, we could pivot off to the home run derby.
Home run derby, we got Pete
1 minute.
Alonso, Vlad, Luis Robert Jr., Adolis Garcia, J-Rod, Azarenka, Mookie Betts, and Adley Rutschman. I never even heard of him before.
Adley Rutschman, the catcher from the Orioles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's... I think Pete. I don't know. Like, I really think this is like, he lives for this. And like,
this is what
none
he
of
does,
these
man.
other guys, like maybe
J-Rod had a fucking hell.
J-Rod had a good run.
Vlad Jr. has a great.
But Vlad, but let's not forget, he didn't hit his first home run in Toronto until 1 week ago this season.
Where is the actual home run derby at?
Seattle. J-Rod, it could be a J-Rod show, but I also like Luis Robert as well. He's somebody that's a little bit underrated, I think, in this sense, because he's not a full power guy, but he's great contact, and I think if he can crank some, I don't know. I like Robert. I'm going Pete, J-Rod, Robert as my top three.
I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna go Pete. Probably go J-Rod. I'm gonna go Vlad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Mookie.
Ooh, Mookie. Mookie might be a sleeper.
Mookie is a sleeper.
Bro, he was an MVP just 3 years ago.
Arizarena is also a
Randy too. Wow.
He's a
crank
sleeper
that
as well.
bitch.
He can fucking crank shit. So I mean,
J-Rod will be the first Mariner to win it since Griffey Jr. It might be J-Rod's night then.
well, it was J-Rod versus Pete last year.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, it was J-Rod versus Pete last year.
And now a year of J-Rod being like in the spotlight is one of the MLB's
And it's in
most
Seattle. The
marketable.
script is fucking scripted.
Bro, they just
you
pulled
know?
out the New Jerseys with the trident that they got. Like,
Oh, brother, I see. I
Yeah.
could already see it. Oh, man.
yup,
J-Rod probably took a nice cycle right before this. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yup.
I can see that. I don't know. I'm still gonna go Pete though. Still gonna rock with my boy. I'm still gonna.
He's just because he's the tryhard for sure.
He's a fucking tryhard.
Yep.
All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up though, man. That was Mo Sports TV. I hope y'all fucking with our new setup. Yeah, man. Come see us next Tuesday. I know it's Monday and we caught y'all off guard and we haven't been on, but you know we here every Tuesday, man. 7 o'clock. You know the fucking vibes.
Grinding out the off season, baby.
Yes, sir. We're gonna start getting
Football soon. So soon.
I'm gonna give it about 2 weeks before we start talking about football, but
Yeah,
it's coming.
it's coming, baby.
Pause.